talk a little bit about the large stakes that came undone over the last day or few days or so. So on the 26th of February, there was about 1 billion stakes coming undone, 95% of which was the OA, and they end staked and are sitting liquid. So that was a big milestone for HEX because that was one of the largest, days coming undone. But for those that had done the chain analysis ahead of time, knew that it was just gonna stay liquid and unstake. So there's that, and then there's the big March 15th stake, which is about 1.5 billion or so, and 1.3 billion being the largest HEX staker in the whole system. And a lot of the indications point to it being through Arrows Capital, which is an investment firm that manages, a lot of assets for crypto funds, infrastructure, coins themselves. And we have reason to believe, mostly from Silver to the Antidote, that that they positioned pretty heavily and early in HEX and haven't really told anyone about it. But we can assume that this is their wallet and that they don't really want to harm the project this early when it's still unknown, and they have multiple billions of stakes coming undone later down the line. Doesn't make sense to self-destruct or nuke yourself when it's such an early stage in the project and it's showing so much promise, right? But they've seen a lot of gains too, like we have over the last few year or the last year or so. So just wanted to see if you guys had any thoughts about those stakes. Have you seen, done some of the chain analysis, or have any ideas there? What's going to happen on March 15th?
Sorry if you guys hear cars going by. It's unavoidable.
Yeah.
But I thought a long time ago that whoever this person was, or these people are, that they would hopefully provide liquidity. Or not liquidity, they would just keep their HEX liquid, and therefore adding to the market cap. We know it's a vanity metric, but a lot of people have their eyeballs on it. So I was looking forward to that, and it seems like that's been what's been happening. I think the March 15th whale will likely do the same thing, or maybe in a staggered kind of way. I also posted in Cabana's I had a theory about what's going to happen with the March 15th and things like that, and it's not going to happen right away. But I think there's, it looks like an ascending triangle over the macro trend, and it seems like it's going to converge on April 20th, which is 420. And that particular wallet address, if you look at the other tokens it holds, they round up to like 420.69. And 101010, like just meme type of material. So it seems like whoever this person is, that they kind of have some crypto culture in them, So,
yeah. So nice sense of
but
humor.
I haven't done any analysis on that as far as that goes. But let's just kind of see how I see things.
You, John?
Yeah. I mean, based on what I've looked at some of the history of that wallet and the various ones associated with it, because I think that that wallet is associated with a couple other pretty large wallets in the top 10 maybe, and it seems like they're gonna reassess come March 15th and maybe have a board meeting or have like a CIO, they're gonna have to deliberate, right? Because with 2 billion or so after big payday, they're gonna have to deliberate what to do with that. Look at liquidity now. Look where the market structure is at. How was the infrastructure? So it's not just an easy like, okay, we're gonna 555 it and call it a day, right? They have to actually strategically think about their other stakes, how much risk they want to take and how much they want to lock it up for and give up that liquidity. So there's a lot of things that they got to decide, and I think that's what if they just good account. Right? What is the market going to do? Because we're assuming that a lot of people are front running this potential dump to buy back lower. But what if it just good accounts and sits there? Then what is the market going to do? A trader's just going to sit there and just continue to not get interest and just stay liquid? Or are we just going to chop for another few months? Or is it going to cause a buying frenzy? Or is it going to be that's what's going to be interesting to see for me, I think. Around that time, because of how the market reacts to what that stake does.
Well, yeah, no matter what happens, whether it's good accounting or end stake, the share price is going to go up. I think Dev Kyle or in Crypto Sparbuch, I think they did the math, and it's not going to go up by that much as far as what their analysis was. But I think they said maybe 10%, which is still significant in one day, you know. I think no matter what, it's probably a good time to, you know, lock up whatever you're trying to do if you have the funds to do it. Because you know, 10% bump up in price, it's just the cost of entry, it just keeps going up.